Hey, good morning guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be out in my garden again today doing some hydrangea maintenance. So what I'm going to be working on today is my Limelight hydrangea hedge. I have to do some staking with those hydrangeas today. So I'm going to show you all what I use and how I go about staking my hydrangeas to keep them from flopping over. So let's go ahead and head over to my hydrangea hedge and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so here we are on the left side of my house. This is where I have my hedge of hydrangeas planted. If you all have been watching and following me for a while, you will know that I have replaced a few of these within the past season or two. So now I do have a full hedge of all Limelights. I'm super excited about that this year. I do have a total of 8 in this hedge here. I do still have my one little endless summer down there beside my box, which I still haven't decided to move. These hydrangeas are a form of paniculata, which means that they bloom on new wood. So as you'll see, I have already given them their pruning for this season. If you all missed that video, I will link it up in the cards above so you all can check that out. But yeah, these will push out a ton of new growth, and they also put out some amazing, huge blooms. I'll try to find some pictures and insert some clips for you guys to see from last year. But the blooms tend to weigh these limbs down and they will flop to the ground, which stresses me out. So I'm going to try and stake these up to prevent some of that this year. So let me go ahead and show you all what I've picked up to use for my stakes this year. Okay guys, so this is what I'm going to be using today. These are hoop support stakes for plants. I found these at my local Home Depot. I think they were like maybe $3.50, I want to say, each. I did pick up only 8, just enough to complete the hedge today. I will need to go back and pick up maybe 1 or 2 more because I do have 2 other hydrangeas on my property that I will be staking eventually. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you how these kind of work. Okay, so as you can see, I've already completed the first one here. So it comes with 2 rings. These rings are the same size. I'll have to check and insert the dimension of the rings, so I failed to look at that on the tag. But they do come with 3 stakes, so I've just kind of inserted them in a triangular shape around the outside of the root ball, and they just rest within the loops here. And as you can see, it's already lifted this one limb up off the ground. So I'm hoping as this plant grows, it'll continue to grow upward, and then the limbs will lay on the rings. That's how it's working theoretically in my head. So we're going to test this out and see if it works, and I will give you all an update later on in the season. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the camera and you all can just watch the process. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just entered 1, 2, 3 stakes about as far as I can down into the ground. You want to leave about maybe about 6 inches above ground. And then I'm going to take my first bottom ring, place it through the first ring, and then what I do is I flip it outwards, bring it down and around the bottom ring, put it through the loops, and then they just snap closed. And then any limbs that I missed, just kind of tuck them on top of the ring. And do the same thing, take your top ring, stick it through here, Okay, you guys, so I got them all staked up, and of course the sun is over here now, so I got them done just in time, but they're all looking pretty good. These two again are the smallest ones that I have, so they probably won't do too much for these this year, but we'll see. But these down here get a lot of sun and they put out a lot of blooms, so I'm hoping that this will help at least just a little bit. I will give you all updates later on in the season once these come into full bloom. I do need to still finish this one here. I couldn't get this back stake in down deep enough, so I will have to wet the ground, and hopefully I can get that down to finish this last one. But yeah, I'm hopeful that this will help somewhat. So it feels much better in the shade. So since I got that one done so early, I'm actually going to plant up my planter that I normally keep right here on the corner of my patio. Say hey, Jaxie. Oh, you still need a haircut, boo. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that done today. So I know this is totally off topic, but just wanted to take a second to show you guys the color that is happening up here in my mailbox bed. Like, look at the color on my abelia. So pretty. That orangish red mixed with the dark green foliage of my Carissa hollies, and then the bright red on my Japanese pieris. My barberry is also coloring up as well. Also, look you guys, if y'all remember my last video, this tree I got on clearance for $3 because it was dead. It's pushing out new growth. All of this lime green color on the tips, that's all new growth. I'm so glad I was able to save this one. But yeah, anyways, back to the matters at hand. And my ground cover is also still looking glorious right now with these purple blooms. Alright you guys, so here is what the planter is looking like so far. So I have, again, these are zonal geraniums, y'all. I just love the double pink on this flower. It is so gorgeous, you guys. And then I did end up popping in just a spiked dracaena here in the center for some thriller, I guess you can say. And then this is Super Tunia Bordeaux. This was the annual flower of the year, I want to say maybe like 2 years ago. I'm just got one here in the front. If it does well, then I will go back and get a second one to put on that side. This is a full sun plant, so I'm just testing it out because this planter only gets sun part of the day. So we'll see how it does, and then I might be able to just take some cuttings and propagate to the other side. We'll see. Oh, I do need to go in and trim off some of these bad leaves here. But yeah, I think it looks good so far. I can't wait for it to fill in. I'm just glad to have some color up here on my patio. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.